And Monk takes full advantage of that, putting them at 1-0. And by the looks of things, this might be a high-scoring game as 2 goals have been made in the first minute. And I think, honestly, that's what we all want to see. We want to see some goals. We want to see some action. We want to see some plays. These are top-of-the-line players here for the JWRLDS League. So we got to make sure that everything that they do is full as Monk takes it for 2-1 lead. Schmidt right now, a little awkward during his rotations back. So Program had to try to help him out and does manage to do so. But we know it is not over yet. There's still plenty of game left as there is only 3 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. So there's still time to think, predict, as Program just immediately tries to beat AJ. Does manage to do it, tries to take the shot. It's a great squishy save from Monk. And now Schmidt's going to try to see if he could take control of this. Unfortunately, it's a little awkward as Program breaks the rotation. Has to wait it out. So now MB did too good. Has to take the shot. Fortunately, is not on target. A little awkward though. So Monk's gonna have to wait this out. Can't really do much. Can Pro get the double? Cannot. As now Monk's gonna have full control of the ball. 60 in the tank. Unfortunately, quickly beaten by Program. And we see here Program doing a great job at keeping Monk at bay, not letting him do anything, knowing that he's a dangerous man in the air. And there's MBD too good with an open net. An unfortunate whiff here from Program proves to be deadly. And all MBD had to do is just push the ball right into net, and he does so beautifully. We see here a little bit of conversation between Program and Monk. Oh, thank you so much for that, Zev. No problems. It is A-okay. But right now, Schmidt, a little awkward there, just waiting back, trying to play the waiting game. Trying to get around MBD too good. Does manage to do it. Now to 2-1 Monk. Monk, a little awkward there. Has to get a touch though, as he wants to stall some time for his teammate. Program's going to try to take it slow here. Getting the 50. Beautifully done. Executed to perfection. We see a great touch. Monk has to respect that Program has control of the ball, and MBD, unfortunately, a little awkward. Nobody went first, so they went together. And unfortunately, 2 people does not mean it's a better wall. It just means 2 people to break the wall. And now Schmidt is going to try to take control here. A little awkward, trying to get the double. But Monk easily had control of the ball. As he pops it up, Schmidt has to go for it. Unfortunately, does not, and leaves it for Program. Unfortunately, Program, a little awkward. And we see here with high caliber players such as Monk, you gotta be ready for someone to challenge immediately in the air. Just like how I always say in the JWRLDS series, you cannot give Program time. In this case, you cannot give Monk time. This team Oreo right now is putting on the Jets, and they are not slowing down for anyone. MBD too good. It looks like Schmidt tried to go for the demo. Unfortunately, could not reach his intended target. So Program has to help out, and unfortunately, he was too slow to the pitch. 5-2. Now it is starting to look a little bleak for Team ATS, as there's only 2 minutes on the clock. Now though, that is still plenty of time against a powerhouse as Team Oreo is right now. I'm not sure if that's going to be plenty of time though. Program trying to take it slow here against Monk. Monk reversing it, backing it up, getting nice defensive coverage there. Now Program getting the demo off of Monk. MBD too good, has to go for it. Program's gonna try to take the shot. Gets fakes out MBD. Unfortunately, cannot get a flick or get any play going, as MBD is there ready for the second touch. Monk trying to take control here with only 30 in the tank, getting the flip reset. Fortunately, it's not enough as Program's gonna get an easy save. And we need to remember we need to see quality shots, because right now, if you don't put quality shots like that, you will get punished. Program doing a great job. We're seeing he's doing a fantastic job at getting the 50s in. Monk getting a decent 50. Unfortunately, it was not enough, as now they slowly are catching up. 5-3. It is still a mountain to climb, but it is doable. As Program's going to take the shot on target. Good save from Monk though. Now Monk has control, trying to do his own counterattack. Gets the flip reset. Gets it around Schmid. Unfortunately, though, it's not enough as Schmid barely gets the touch off. Program has control. 80 in the tank. Trying to set up probably a flick play. Does manage to do. Unfortunately, Monk played it too patiently for him. Now, MBD too good. Trying to get the clear. Does manage to do it to a certain degree, but is it enough? It is not, as Program cannot finish it. A great save on Monk's part. Schmid trying to send him down midfield for Program. Can't do that as Monk is ready for the play. Monk getting the 50 off of Program, and now MBD too good has to try to make something out of nothing. Schmid a little awkward there. Trying to see if he could take control here. Looks like it's looking like mind games right now from Team Oreo. Program trying to keep it at bay, trying to get the Doomsday, couldn't really do so. And now Monk has an opportunity, 10 seconds on the clock. And it's looking like game number 1 will be going for Team Oreo. And just to add insult to injury, MBD too good gets one final goal. Now, like I said, Team Oreo doesn't have much to prove as they did sweep Team ATS 4-0. So there's a lot less pressure on them. Team ATS, on the other hand, has a lot to show, and unfortunately couldn't really do much in game number 1 as they did lose 6-3, a hefty lead indeed. As now looking like they're trying to add insult to injury, but Program will refuse to let it happen as he tries to take the shot, unfortunately short. Would have been a nice confidence booster for them. But game number 1 goes to Team Oreo. A valiant effort here. We see Monk absolutely popping off. 3 goals, 3 assists, 9 saves. 9 saves. That is insane. And it's just as insane as Program taking 11 shots. Monk has nearly kept up with the amount of shots Program has taken. And that's why they have gotten such a good lead. But we see here that Schmid, on the other hand, is a little more quiet. So we want to see what they can do. Schmid needs to kind of pick it up a bit as, unfortunately, 300 points. Though it is impressive, and I'm sure in many lobbies, in a lobby like this, it is not. We're going to need to see a little bit more from Schmid. We need to see a little more team chemistry from Program Schmid. They need to take full advantage of that because that is what they're good at. And I'm sure that is what they need to do. Let's see here a little more banter talk from Team ATS. It's a little awkward. MBD too good getting the demo off a Program, and now Monk going for the pinch on net. It was on target, but both members of Team ATS was ready for it. Program trying to take his time, maybe trying to get a flick pass. Not there, but it is a nice fake out from Schmid. I see. Looks like Monk was not able to cover both plays, as it was either going to be a pass to Schmid or, as we saw right there, Program takes it in for himself. And it's a good lead. Well, I wouldn't say a good lead, but it's a good start for game number 2 here. A good confidence booster as well, showing that it is possible for Team ADS to take the lead against Team Oreo. With a good fake on 1, Program trying to go for it, getting the flip reset. Fortunately, not enough. MBD too good, trying to follow through with them. Can't do it either. Schmid getting demoed by Monk, and now Program's on his own for a little bit. Thankfully, no one challenges, so it gives time for Schmid to get back. MBD too good, just goes for it, and now Monk trying to take control. Tries to fake out Schmid, can't really do it, but gets it right back. Schmid, again, just going for it. Keeping up constant pressure against Monk. And MBD too good, trying to get the clear off, trying to follow through. Pops it around 1. Can he get around 2? He cannot. Schmid with a solid defensive save. But the pressure's not over just yet. The nightmare's still going. Thankfully, Program is there to give some light. But Monk takes it right back. The amount of pressure Team Oreo is placing is absolutely insane right now. MBD too good, trying to take control. A little awkward though. Awkward touch. Trying to send it back to Monk as Monk now has control. Getting a pop-off. Trying to see if he can follow through with it. Getting a flip reset. Unfortunately, it is not enough. And thankfully, though, Schmid did not own goal that. Program thought he had it. Unfortunately, there was a bit of a miscommunication there. Thankfully, it does not punish them. Team ATS starting to run away with this game. 2-0. Though they are up 2-0 right now, it's still concerning that their chemistry is not at their prime like it was last game against Team Oblivion. But now, we're starting to see that they're figuring it out now against Team Oreo. A good kick up from Schmidt and a better read from Program. MBD Too Good was too slow to the play, and for that they get punished, giving them a 3-0 lead. Now they're starting to sit and look pretty. But again, 3 minutes, still plenty of time to make a comeback here for Team Oreo. So definitely, it's not out of the question just yet. Monk pops it over one. Unfortunately, MBD Too Good decides not to go for it, and it could prove fatal. And there we have it. Program taking full advantage. I guess MBD Too Good was too nervous to go for the ball, expecting that he was going to get beat. Even so, still better than just giving an open net for Team ADS. We're going to have to see a little bit more offensive prowess from Team Oreo right now, because now all the pressure has been in favor of Team ATS. Schmidt trying to get a redirect. A little awkward, though, for Team Oreo. Thankfully, Monk is able to take control. Program getting a nice 50 off of Monk. Now, MBD Too Good tries to go off for it. A big whiff on Team Oreo's player. Monk, decides to go for the demo instead of the ball. MBD Too Good, thankfully, is able to get the bump off of Program. And Program decides to send it right back to Monk. Schmidt trying to take control here. Trying to get a 50. Get a 50 off of one. Program going in quick. Fakes out one. Can he get the 50? He cannot get the 50 off of Monk. And now it's looking a little awkward for Team ATS. But they're going to keep the pressure going. As Schmidt gets a clear around one. Program sending it down midfield. Can he get it to Schmidt? Unfortunately, Monk is there ready for the play. And with less than 2 minutes on the clock, we need to start seeing something from Team Oreo. If not, game number 2 will be clear as day for Team ADS. And you do not want to give a team like Team Apes Together Strong any sort of confidence, as they will go full blast and keep the Jets going throughout the series. Monk getting the demo off a Program. Trying to see if he could take control. Does manage to take control. It's sending it back up. Full boost. Trying to get a pinch off. Doesn't really work out to his favor. So Program's going to take away with this. And now MBD Too Good trying to see if he could take control. Unfortunately, not the touch that he wanted. Now we're starting to see a little bit of mistakes from MBD Too Good. These mistakes have been proven deadly in this game number 2. As now Monk trying to take control. Trying to get the flipper set. Does manage to do it, and an insane one that is. Program with a decent save. Unfortunately, not on target as it did hit crossbar. Now Monk has control. Popping it up. Program low and boost. Looking terrible for him as it is. Against a man like Monk, there is little you can do when you have no boost and you're running for your life to save that ball. 1-4. As there's 46 seconds left on the clock, there is very little hope in this game number 2 for Team Oreo. As Monk now is going to try to take control. A little awkward. Pops it around. Trying to see if he gets around Program. Can't really do that. Program immediately challenging. Monk definitely wasn't expecting that. But I'm sure Monk was definitely not expecting Program to own goal it. Can't tell if he tried to clear it away from Monk or what that was, but it does not work out in his favor. See here, a good 50. Ooh, MBD Too Good. Addy got that shot on target. There might have been a little hope. Monk has to get something going and does not. It's a clear away from Program. Program trying to get a clear off. Monk quickly challenging, hoping to get something going. 12 seconds on the clock. At this point, Team ADS is just trying to clear out the ball and kill the clock. Monk getting the pinch off, and it's looking like game number 2 is going to Team ADS. And here, we're starting to see almost gets a nice redirect. We're starting to see a little more hope for Team ADS. Program and Schmidt doing a good job getting that chemistry going out. Now we're starting to see it build up. Team Oreo, though, have a lot of work to do, as unfortunately MBD Too Good struggled this game deeply with barely cracking 100 points. And that's something we do not want to be seeing in the grand finals of Season 3 of JWRLDS. Question is Team Oreo going to let this affect them? Because in reality, this is the first game that Team ADS is able to take off Team Oreo. As like I mentioned before, Team Oreo was able to get the complete sweep 4-0 on Team ADS. So this is a big win for Team ADS right now. Question is, can they keep the momentum going? We see here, Program almost cracking 1,000 points with 4 goals, 5 saves, really being the offensive prowess of the team. And Schmidt doing a great job playing it back, playing the support role, making sure that there is no free goals for Team Oreo. As we get into game number 3, let's see how Team Oreo retaliates. There's a good 50 for Team Oreo. Program. A little awkward though. Trying to grab corner. Now Schmidt could have gotten control, but decides to leave it for Program to go to. A little awkward. Schmidt waiting out patiently. And there we see the defensive play. Unfortunately though. Oh my goodness. I was about to say, unfortunately, the crossbar is not his friend. Somehow, Monk is able to get it off the pole and gets it in, putting Team Oreo up in the lead 1-0. A nice start for them. And now Schmidt taking a shot on target. Is it going to be enough? It is. Unfortunately, Monk isn't able to return in time, as he did mess up his recovery. And we see here a good beat from Schmidt on MBD. And Monk, unfortunately, probably could have gotten back had he had a quicker recovery. But unfortunately messes that up, and it puts them 1-0. Schmidt trying to play it slow here. Monk tries to do something, but unfortunately it's snuffed out by Schmidt. Schmidt a little awkward. Program's going to try to take control here. Waits it out. Monk trying to chase him out. Can't really do much. Schmidt has control now. Gets a touch. Monk waiting patiently. Shot short of the target. And now Monk waiting it out. Program getting the clear to Schmidt. Schmidt can't take control as he has low boost. A bit of a miscommunication there. Program fortunately whiffs. Thankfully, it does not prove deadly. A 50 there from Program and Monk. And now Schmidt is going to try to take control here. Decides to wait it out. A little bit of a passive play here from Schmidt. I understand he's the defense of the team, but you got to understand, you can't be playing scared. And especially, you cannot give someone like Monk time to gain control of the ball. Because as you saw, it will prove deadly. 2-1. See, Program trying to take control. Sends it up. Trying to get a party trick going. Unfortunately, couldn't really do it. As now Schmidt's trying to take control. Pops it up. Monk getting a nice 50 off of it. And now Program trying to follow through with it. Getting a touch off. Bumping off Monk too. Thankfully, MBD Too Good is there for the play. Monk a little awkward. Can he get the redirect? MBD Too Good cannot. That was a great attempt though. If only he had a better position, he would have been able to get such a great redirect in net. Program getting a flick off. Unfortunately, it's an easy save for Team Oreo. Program getting the demo off of Monk. Schmidt trying to take the shot on target. Unfortunately, it's popped up way too high. That was sent to the moon, and he was not expecting that. Monk with a nice wave dash. Is it on target? Just short. Oh, that ringing noise brings PTSD to a lot of people here in the Rocket League community. Program couldn't get a good 50 off of MBD. Schmidt trying to follow through with it. Monk with a good touch. Program would have been ready for that play had Monk allowed that be. Program getting a touch off. Monk trying to take control here. Gets the flip reset. Fakes out one. Pops it around two. Fortunately, Program barely gets a touch. Monk pops it up. Trying to go for it. Keeping it going. Gets the flip reset. Can he follow through with it? As he cannot. He could not get the proper contact. Schmidt has control. A little awkward though as he has no boost. Leaving it for Program. Program trying to do something here. And unfortunately, not enough as Team Oreo messed themselves up. Monk waiting patiently. Unfortunately gets bumped out, I believe, by Embity Too Good. And it messes up his touch. Again, we need to make sure that those comms are on point. Because a mess up like that has and will always prove deadly. There's Embity Too Good with a decent shot. Unfortunately, not enough. As Monk trying to take control. Program, though, with a good 50 in the air. Embity Too Good trying to clear it out to give Team Oreo some breathing room. Program. Can he get a touch? Doesn't manage to send it to Schmidt. Schmidt trying to send it right back to Program. Doesn't do it. Monk is there. Trying to take the shot on target. Just short. Can Program finish it? Two crossbars back to back. You cannot be doing that here, ladies and gentlemen. Not in the grand finals. And not in the grand finals should you be doing own goals. What are we witnessing from Team ADS? Oh, things just went downhill so quickly. So unfortunate from the two missed shots to the own goal. It hurts to see. We need to see more passing plays here. And there we go. Program quickly tying this series back up. An unfortunate backflip from Embity Too Good proves it to be deadly. As Monk isn't able to return quick enough. And Program taking full advantage of it. We see here a lot of misplays from both teams. And I can't tell if it's the nerves or if it's something else. But right now, we're starting to see a lot of sloppy plays from both teams here. And Monk taking full of advantage of this misplay. Program does not get the pop that he wanted. And Schmidt was not expecting it. So leaving it, Monk takes an open net right on target. With a minute to go. This could be anybody's game at this point. Schmidt trying to do some fantastic work here. Unfortunately, couldn't really do it. That fantastic work turned bitter real quick. As Program taking control, just has to beat out Monk. It's a one-on-one. Unfortunately, though, Monk is a great ones player. MBD Too Good trying to take control. A little awkward, though. Ooh, a great save from MBD Too Good. Monk trying to take control here. Can he get a pinch off? Doesn't manage to do it. Only managed to get a touch off. And Schmidt is there ready for the play. Ooh, a good pass. Shot on target. It's not enough. The placement needs to be perfect if you want to score in a team like Team Oreo. Program. Can't tell if that was a fake or not. But Program has control. Unfortunately, doesn't have any boost. And it works out in their favor. A great 50. Monk doing the right call. Waiting it out. Unfortunately, though, the 50 does not go in his favor. As Program dunks it over Monk. And we got a 4-4 series. 6 seconds. Are we going to see our first overtime in the series? 5 seconds on the clock. Monk's going to try to take control. Program going for the 50. Doesn't manage to do it. Still not safe. Thankfully, the ball's dropped. MBD Too Good couldn't really do much. A little awkward, though, now. As MBD Too Good is going to have to take advantage of this. Unfortunately, it's quickly taken away by Schmidt. Schmidt trying to take the shot on target. Not enough. Monk a little awkward, though. Program pops it up around 1. Gets it around 2 almost. Program getting a touch off. Schmidt not expecting such a play. As he does double commit for that. And now Monk has control. Can he get the flip reset? He cannot. So Program takes it right back. A quick breakaway. A little awkward there for Team ADS, it seems like. Team Oreo trying to play a bit more patiently. Monk getting a touch off. Trying to get the beat off a program. Unfortunately, Monk cannot do it. It's not good enough. So Schmidt's going to try to get the clear, giving Team ADS a little bit of breathing room. Program getting it off his own back wall. But Monk gets the read. Unfortunately, MBD Too Good was not ready for such a play. As we take it slow now, Schmidt trying to play this methodical. Can't really do so, though. Program gets around. It's not looking good for Team Oreo. And there it is, Program getting around too. Unfortunate. Looks like Monk wanted to get the 50 off a Program, just couldn't do it. Tries to recover quickly, and unfortunately, neither him or MBD had enough boost. And game number 3 goes to ADS. A great performance here from both Program and Schmidt, putting on a lot more work now. And we see here again, unfortunately, MBD Too Good is just missing the mark by barely. A lot of sloppy mistakes. And because of that, it's costing them right now. Monk can only do so much. As we see here, Program and Monk both are putting up similar points. Now the question is, can Schmidt do, or can MBD Too Good do better than Schmidt? Because I believe both Monk and Program are doing a great job putting offensive pressure when they should. Now it just comes down to the support role. What can we see here from the defensive end of both teams? But overall, game number 3 went it was as close as possible, though. It was very much a back and forth game. And we're going to have to see, can MBD Too Good step it up now? Because this game, or this series better said, is where the men are separated from the boys. We need to see a lot more from Schmidt and MBD Too Good if we want to see a breakaway from the scores. And as we ready up for game number 4, we're going to see, is this going to be a back and forth series, or is Team ADS going to run away with this first series? And we got to remember, ladies and gentlemen, that since they are in the losers bracket, they have to win 2 series, if I'm not mistaken, in order to be considered champions. And then right now, it is looking well on their way for that. Program getting a nice flip reset, looking like he faked out Monk, as he did jump that. MBD Too Good just couldn't get the read off backboard. First goal going to Team ADS. Program getting a touch off. Not the best touch, as he gave it directly to Monk. And now Monk trying to get around 1. Does get around Schmidt. Can he get around 2? Couldn't do so. And now Program getting the demo, getting the goal. And what it seems like they're doing is they're just taking full advantage of the weaker link here. And unfortunately, in this case, MBD Too Good is that weakest link. They're trying to punish him in every sort of little mistake they do. They know Monk has so much experience in this game. They know the amount of mistakes that he's going to make is going to be extremely minimal. Maybe even none. But they know that there is a hole in the armor right now. They just need a little chink in it. And if it's enough, they can get it. But right now, Team MBD Too Good, or Team Oreo right now, get a goal. As unfortunately, Schmidt makes it an own goal. Again, we can't be seeing these sloppy mistakes. You guys had a 2-0 lead, and now they cut it down to 1. We do not want to be seeing this. Now Program is going to try to take control here. A little awkward. Does manage to get around MBD. Now Schmidt trying to get a pinch near mid. Unfortunately, not enough for Monk. Monk trying to get a 50 off of 1. Does manage to do it. Has full boost in the tank now. Can make something happen with this. Gets a flipper set. Fakes 1. Tries to get around 2. Can do it. Program getting the clear off. MBD Too Good just not there enough. Program was quicker back to the ball than he was. Schmidt trying to take control. A little awkward there. Schmidt sending it to Program. Program trying to see the shot. Unfortunately, not on target. Schmidt decides to leave the ball for Program. Program decides to go for it. And now Monk has full control. You got to be careful here. Thankfully, it's a quick breakaway for Schmidt. But it's quickly taken away from MBD Too Good. A little awkward here. Shot on target. And it is in. You got to be careful with those types of plays. I'm guilty of this myself when I play ranked. Hitting it off the wall can be a good sign if your teammate is ready for it. Unfortunately, Schmidt was not ready for that. And because of that, the goal goes to Team Oreo. Schmidt sending a pass to program. There we go. We're seeing more of that passing plays. A 50 here. A little awkward. Schmidt very hesitant. Could have probably took full advantage of that play because Team Oreo was completely in an awkward state. Program grabbing full boost. Monk has no boost, but program doesn't know it. Monk getting around 1. Fortunately, can't get around 2. MD too good. Waiting out the play. Popping around program, though. Can't get around Schmidt, though. Schmidt a little awkward. Has to get a backward save. Monk trying to stay with it. Program sending it down midfield. Unfortunately, it's not enough. As Monk reads through the scheme. Schmidt waiting it out patiently. Really, really awkward for both of these members right now. Monk trying to get around program. Does manage to do it. Fortunately, MBD too good. Doesn't get the best first touch. So Monk has to be there to help him out. Monk pops it around 1. Gets a flip reset. Can he get the bump? He cannot, as program is there ready for the play. And now it's program's turn. Can he cook? Unfortunately, he cannot. And Schmidt cannot either. Program taking the shot, though. The onslaught. Sometimes it's not the most fanciest and most skillful goals that get you the win. But it's the most simple. And there we see program. All he had to do was put a nice powerful shot on target. And he gets the goal. They're up 2-3. Schmidt playing it safe here. It's looking like Schmidt definitely wants to do a lot of the passing plays for program. We also got to remember, though the passing play is good, we got to remember, you got to be careful as they can see through it. Thankfully, though, it's working out for them in the meantime. Schmidt and program are doing what they do best. And that is putting on the passing plays. But we do got to watch out, as if they are able to read it, Team Oreo can see through it and create a strategy against it. But right now, it's looking like there is no such strategy. It's not program. Trying to send him down midfield. Can't really do it. A little awkward, though. Program trying to take, or waiting it out for Monk. Monk getting a shot on target. Unfortunately, not enough. But now, with full boost and the ball, could be dangerous for Team ADS. Monk trying to get the bump off his program. Can't really do it. That's now Schmidt trying to go for it. Getting a touch. Program pops it up. Trying to see he can get a double. He cannot, as Monk gets the read. Schmidt can go for it quick, but he has to be quicker than that. MBD too good. Trying to take the shot on target. Unfortunately, it's not enough. Ooh, a good demo from Schmidt. It's now program has control. Trying to get the 50 off of Monk. Doesn't really do it. Schmidt decides to wait it out. Trying to get the B around Monk. Does manage to do so. Ooh, and it's an open net right on target. And that might have been the nail in the coffin for this game number 4. Very unfortunate. A bit of not a double commit, but pushed up extremely. And unfortunately for Team Oreo, Team ADS saw right through that. 30 seconds on the clock. They're going to have to pull off a miracle if they want to win. Program trying to take a shot on target. Barely saved. And a great save from Monk again. 2 insane saves. And though they had great saves, it's going to prove fruitless as Team Oreo lose 2-5. It is not looking good for Team Oreo right now. MBD too good. Trying to get one more shot on target. Unfortunately, cannot. And ADS take game number 4. Now, we are at match point for Team ADS. We need to see a bit more offensive pressure for Team Monk, because defense can only go so far here. And with the passing plays, Team ADS are doing a great job of keeping Team Oreo on their toes. Now we got to watch out though, as the counter attack. That's the problem with passing plays, is if it's done incorrectly, there could be a lot of double commits and a lot of easy clears and easy counter attacks. So Team ADS still need to watch out for that. Even though they're doing a great job at the passing plays, it's still something that they got to keep an eye out. Program trying to go for boost, couldn't really do it, but does manage to get a bit of control on the ball. Monk a little awkward, getting in touch. Can he get the flip reset? Can't really do it. Schmidt gets the clear. Now Program trying to take it. Gets it around 1. Can he get around 2? Shot on target. Just short. And this one is as Schmidt gets a great goal. The infamous sound hitting the pole. But thankfully Schmidt there, patiently waiting in the shadows, does manage to come out in time into the light. Once again, Team ADS leading the series 3 games in a row. 1-0. It's looking pretty good right now for them. Monk getting around 1. Program getting a nice clear, giving Schmidt time to regroup. Getting the 50 off of MBD too good. And trying to stay with it a little bit, almost like ball chasing in a way. Monk trying to take control. Knows that he can't really do anything with the ball, so decides to leave it. Monk leaving the ball, knowing that ball is going straight in, as Team ADS is nowhere to be seen. We see here a nice little touch right at the end to yoink that goal from MBD. 1-0. We have ourselves a game. Monk trying to take control here. A little awkward. Pops it up. Trying to see if he can follow through with it. Program's up. Trying to take it away from Monk. Does manage to do a great job at that. And we're starting to see a bit of a pattern here from Team ADS. They are immediately going for the ball in the air once you see Monk is up for it. Because they know they can't give this man any time on the ball. MBD too good. Getting a pop-up. Trying to see if he can follow through with it. Can't really do it. As Monk now has to try to take control. Trying to see, get a bump on. Does manage to do it. A good bump on Program. 2-1. Nice control on his part. Then quickly, seeing Program was going for the ball, getting the bump off, and getting the free goal. And we see here Schmidt trying to get a flip reset. Does manage to do it. Program with a nice attempt at an attack. As Schmidt trying to take control of the ball. Gets it around 1. And it is in. The fortunate 50 goes right on target with 0 boost and a dream. Team ADS is out for blood right now in this series. Program taking a shot on target, and it's starting to look good for them. 2 goals back to back. And I'm starting to realize that there is a lot of how to say kickoff goals from Team ADS, and it's looking like they just have the better kickoffs than Team Oreo, and it's proving to be the swindling factor for why they get so many goals. MBD is up. Tries to take control. A little awkward though. Pops it around. Trying to see if he can follow through with it. Monk taking control. Getting the flip reset. Does manage to do it, and it's in. At this point, these goals are almost expected from players like Monk. A great flip reset. Done. Placed perfectly over Program. Unfortunately, Program had the right idea. Unfortunately, with a shot like that, there's very little you could do on defense. Now Program trying to go off the ceiling, maybe create some magic on his own. But MBD too good. Is there ready for the play? And now Schmidt has control. Unfortunately, quickly loses it with the first bad touch. Program seeing through the offensive ability of Monk. Getting a good save. Monk trying to take control here. Unfortunately gets demoed by Schmid. Schmid trying to take the shot on target. It's not enough. Unfortunately, MBD too good. Trying to get a clear and does a terrible job as he does give it right to Program. And yet again, it proves deadly. You cannot be making these mistakes. I will say it again and again. And just like that, Program putting Team ADS back in the lead. You have to wonder if you're Team Oreo, are you starting to get nervous in this series? Because even though, yes, you get a second chance, do you really want to use that second chance? Meet right now. Getting a few bumps in. Trying to make Team Oreo a little bit awkward. Program getting a pop of round 1. Now Monk has to try to save this. Waiting it out patiently. Trying to get the bump off. Program is not able to do so. He could not convert. Schmid, very awkward touch, and it is a shot on target. Very unfortunate save there from Schmid. As he does panic in front of the net, and because of that, the ball is sitting pretty right in front for MBD too good. Like a meal served on a silver platter. Schmid gave it for MBD, and it worked out to perfection for him. But now, can Schmid redeem himself? He chooses not to go for the shot. As now Monk trying to take control. Schmid sending down midfield. Program with the quick counter. A great counter attack. This Team ADS is really turning the screw right now. They are putting in the redemption arc for the first series against Team Oreo in the winners bracket. Program right now trying to take control. Not the most ideal touch, but thankfully nobody on Team Oreo was ready for that. Let me see here. Here comes Team ADS again, ready for a play, but chooses to back off as now Monk has control. Trying to pop it around 1, does manage to do it. Getting around 2, does manage to do it. The ball is right there. Unfortunately, it is not enough. Now Program with a quick counter. Can MBD reach it? He does barely manage to reach it. Hitting the post. Program trying to follow through with it. Can't really do it. And now Monk. Ooh, Monk getting the demo off of Schmid. And MBD too good. Can't really do much. Unfortunate demos for Team ADS. But thankfully to them, it does not prove anything. And there is Schmid putting in retaliation for Monk's carnage. And we're starting to see some hope for Team ADS to be crowned champions. 18 seconds on the clock. Team Oreo need a miracle right now if they want to have a chance to not go to second chance. As Monk getting a touch off. Team Oreo a little awkward there. Program waiting patiently, knowing that Team Oreo has to be the aggressors. And with that final touch, this series goes to Team ADS. A great job indeed from Program and Schmid, showing why they're the #1 seed and why they only lost once. There is the reset. Program said it well himself. The reset bracket, clean series 0-0. Zev and I both, I agree. We got to reset this. Looks like AJ, aka Monk, is not aware of the bracket reset. But if he's listening, anybody else is listening, because Team Oreo made it all the way to the grand finals without losing a game in the winners bracket, they have the advantage of getting a second chance, or in this case, a bracket reset for losing the grand finals. So that's basically their trump card. So because of that, Team ADS, and because ADS, even though they did win all their games in the losers bracket, again, we need to understand it's losers bracket. They had to lose in order to get to that point. So because of that, we get a bracket reset, or better said, just a series reset. So 0-0, and we go run it all back again, which means more fun, more goals, more casting. It looks like Zev here is waiting. Everyone has decided to leave. But overall, you got to give it to Team ADS. They're doing a great job at keeping the pressure, keeping the passing plays going, and just keeping Team Oreo on their toes. So now, the series, technically, it is tied 1-1, as Team Oreo beat them in the semifinals to make it to the grand finals. And now, Team Oreo lose to Team ADS in the first bracket, or in the first series. So now, series 1-1, last series, we're gonna see who winner takes it all. But overall, we got to give it to Team ADS, God, because there is so much. Oh, party was destroyed. There we go. Epic Games was just being annoying. But there was so much going on right there for Team Oreo, as they had it going in the first 2 games. But unfortunately, it looks like one man alone is not enough to carry a team. Both participants need to be playing at the caliber at which it is deserved at. And if we're in the grand finals, you know well that caliber, that level is going to be at an all-time high. But as we reset things here, we could go over what these 2 teams had to go through in order to reach this moment. And we see here in the first round, week 14 of the upper bracket, Ape Together Strong beats Tojo Clan 4-0, completely sweeping that team. Meanwhile, Team Oreo in week 14 beat Team Genesis 4-2, a little bit of a closer match there. So they both move on into the upper bracket semifinals, which goes into week 15, as Ape Together Strong beats Team Lunar, sending them to the finals, and Team Oreo beating Banana Mancakes, which led to the infamous series where Team Oreo dominates Team Apes Together Strong 4-0, making it to where we are today. But as for the lower bracket, man, oh man, so much had to be done. Team Apes Together Strong had to go through Team Oblivion, a solid team that went through the trenches to make it to the lower bracket finals and take on Ape Together Strong. Unfortunately, losing by a little bit, I would say by a landslide, 4-1, sending Ape Together Strong to the grand finals and giving the rematch that we are seeing right now. And with the bracket reset, it is a fresh start. Honestly, this series now is going to prove who has the stronger mental, because both teams have won a series against the other. But question or not, who can keep it together? Both teams are extremely talented, extremely gifted. Any of these players would absolutely smoke me in ranked. But now the question is, against each other, how do they fare? How do they fare when it is the pressure's on the line, when you have to lock in, and when you have to prove yourself worthy of the grand champion title? And we're starting to see here, both teams want it. It's a question of who wants it more. See here, Monk getting a touch off to the side. Program trying to send it down back midfield and getting a great double tap in. The placement just out of the reach of Monk. And we see here that Program has been rampant on this series, being the offensive king that he is. Schmidt trying to take it slow. Getting around Monk. Trying to prove himself worthy. Can he finish it? It's right there. And it is in. Neither member of Team Oreo is able to clear it before that ball goes in. Thankfully to Schmidt, that ball barely rolled in. Hitting crossbar in. 2-0. Now, if I'm Team Oreo, I would start getting a little worried. I would start finding a new tactic, a new strategy. Because clearly, the strategy they are using, it is not working. Program took his time, getting behind MBD Too Good, and flipping into the ball just out of the reach of Monk. Great overall play by Program. But you also got to give it to Schmidt. Schmidt right now, although he is not the ones getting most of the goals, he is doing a great job at supporting his teammate Program. With a great kickoff from Schmidt, giving Program a nice shot. MBD Too Good, unfortunately, hesitated to go for the ball, and because of that, it proved deadly. See another kickoff here in favor of Team ADS. Monk trying to take control, getting the 50. Trying to see if he can maybe get a clear. Unfortunately, not the best clear. And is getting bumped out. Can Program turn on this? And he is. The maniac. He wants carnage. Not only he goes for the demo, he went for the bump right after and turns and shoots at himself. He became Thanos, puts on the gauntlet, and snapped them from existence. Me a little awkward, but decides to leave it for Program, because who else would you go for but Monk, with a great defensive play, putting on a show for us. Schmidt trying to play in it slow as he has been doing. Now Program trying to go for a shot here. Can't really do much, so Monk is going to quickly take away from him. And it's going to be a quick counter here. Trying to get around one. Taking it slow, getting full boost now. Still having somewhat control, but Program quickly takes that away from him. Monk getting a flip reset. Not sure if that's what he meant to do, but does not really work out in his favor. Monk trying to take it slow. Trying to see if he could beat him in. If he can't beat him in aerial play, try to beat him in ground play. Unfortunately, a bit of miscommunication from Team Oreo. MBD Too Good trying to send him down midfield. Unfortunately, it was too high and Monk was nowhere to be seen. Program trying to take control. Getting a flick. A must-see. Unfortunately, not enough. But Schmidt trying to send it back midfield. But MBD Too Good ready for both plays. Monk trying to see go for a double. Can he do it? No. Program is there ready for the save. Schmidt taking his time here. A little awkward. Program, though, beating one. Fortunately, can't beat two as Monk is ready for the defensive play. MBD Too Good getting one touch. Can't really get two. Bit of a double commit there from Team Oreo. Not really what we want to be seeing here. As MBD Too Good trying to take the shot on target. Not enough. Schmidt takes it. Sends it to Program. Program sending back to Schmidt. Schmidt sends it back to Program. The passing plays. Can he get the bump? He can't. Almost gets the fake, though. Good demo. Unfortunately, is it enough? Not enough. MBD Too Good. Just shy of the target. Schmidt trying to go for the demo on Monk. Unfortunately, can't really do it. Monk getting a good save. Pinching it with the post. MBD Too Good trying to take control of this. Trying to send it back to Monk. Monk going to take control now. Can he get a redirect? Almost does it. Not a great save from Schmidt, and it proves costly. But with such a big gap, I'm not sure if that goal is going to mean much. With 47 seconds on the clock. Program right now. We're going to see. They're going to need to pull off a miracle here. They need to score right now if they want to have a chance. Schmidt can't really do it. Faking out Monk. MBD Too Good trying to take control of it. Getting the pinch. Fortunately, not enough. And with 30 seconds on the clock, I'm sorry, I do not see Team Oreo taking game number 1 in this bracket reset. Schmeat getting a 50 on for MBD Too Good, but now Monk has control. Can he get a confidence booster goal? Just shy. Oh man, that has to hurt. That noise is gonna bring trauma to Team Oreo. With an insane pinch, does it go in? It actually does. What on earth was that pinch? That is actually insane. And it is placed to perfection to go in. And honestly, I don't think there's any better way to end the game for game number 1 here. Team ADS sitting pretty. And again, once you see Program and Schmeat with the passing plays, man, you better challenge early. You better be ready for the attack because they will not stop. Again, you see Program here with 800 points, 5 goals, 7 shots on target, doing a great job of putting shots on target and making sure they count. But again, we cannot discredit Schmeat as the amount of support he's been doing to make sure Program can get these 5 goals in is absolutely astounding. And honestly, if I was Program, I wouldn't ask for a better teammate. Meanwhile, Team Oreo have a lot to consider. And it is interesting to consider that none of them has used the timeout. Neither team. Now, I'm not sure if it's because both teams are confident in their abilities, which technically they should be, because this is the grand finals and they made it this far. So, I would say a timeout might be beneficial. MBD Too Good, trying to stay with it. A little awkward. Popping it up. Monk decides to wait it out. Schmeat getting a soft touch. MBD Too Good trying to go for it. But Program beats it to it. And now Program rekindles the ability for the attack. Fortunately, Schmeat couldn't make much of it though. MBD Too Good getting some nice 50s on Program and Schmeat. Program having control. Both teams waiting patiently. Monk couldn't really go for it. Program with the flipper said not enough. Schmeat taking it slow here, trying to see what he does. Taking a shot on target, and it is in. Team Oreo is starting to crumble. As Monk, not sure if his controller DC'd or if he thought it was going to be a fake. Either or. It's looking like there's a little bit of talk here between the teams. MBD Too Good getting a nice shot on target. A good kickoff goal from Monk. Sending it to backboard. Program trying to get the save. Unfortunately, it's a little awkward for him. But we're going to see. That's the thing about series. And especially about the grand finals. If you want it, you will fight for it. Program getting a pop-up. Trying to stay with it. Getting a flipper set. Can he get 2? Can't really do it. Tries to get the bump off of Monk. Doesn't manage. Monk trying to stay with it. Getting a flip. Oh my goodness. Let him cook. What control here. Getting a touch around Program. Using his flip to drop back down and quickly popping it back over Schmeat. That couldn't have been performed any better. He single-handedly, absolutely destroyed the ankles of Team ADS. And there's the rekindling that Team Oreo needed. There may still be hope for this team. Monk trying to get the 50 off. Does manage to do it. Trying to get around 1. Can't get around 1. Monk has to wait this out patiently. Program trying to take the shot on target. Not enough. MBD Too Good, a little awkward. So Monk has to be there to help him out. And now Program trying to take a shot on target. Is it enough? It is just shy. MBD Too Good was ready for the defensive play. Schmeat trying to send to Program. Unfortunately, a bit of miscommunication there. MBD Too Good taking the shot on target. Monk with a nice redirect. Now you're getting him mad. If you poke the bear, you will get the claws. And man, oh man, have you Team ADS awoken the monster in Monk. 3-1. Program trying to take control here. Little awkward. Monk getting a pop-off. Can't really do much. So Shmi's gonna have control. Has a shot. Can he do something with it? MBD too good. Unfortunately, can't do much. It is extremely unfortunate that MBD too good. Just short. Didn't have any boost. Probably expecting Shmi to take a more powerful touch. But with that soft touch, it just sends him flying. Monk with the 50. Program. Trying to see if he can take control of this game again. Monk getting a nice control. The bump, unfortunately, MBD too good was not there ready. Program does manage to beat one. Is it in? It is. And just like that, Team ADS is back in this series. Monk, unfortunately, had no momentum to get back to the ball quick enough. And we see a bit of a misplay there from MBD too good as well. Giving up the ball to Program, allowing him to do such a play. And like I mentioned, these plays, small mistakes, small errors is all it takes and will determine the difference between having a winner and a loser for the grand finals. Program with a quick turnaround turns it into gold. 3-4. We see their Program just letting it fly right in. And it sends it in perfectly. As Team Oreo have some cashing up to do now. Shmi trying to take control here. Decides to leave it for Program. Pops it over one. Can't get around two though. The Program gets a small touch here. And a quick turnaround from Shmi or from Program proves deadly for Team Oreo. A nice little pop-off. MBD too good. Couldn't really do much. And it's looking like Program right now. I'm not sure if it's confidence or if it's his ego. But telling his team, giving tips for the opponent is something I'm not sure anyone would want to do. But it is looking quite deadly. It doesn't matter what tips you get. This powerhouse of a team is proving why they're number one. Is that a shot on target? It is. Very unfortunate kickoff goal for Team Oreo. And again, I said it again and again. It's the kickoff goals that is really proving to be the difference. Because time and time again throughout this series, have we seen that Team ADS have been down and they bring it back because of a kickoff goal. And maybe they don't bring it back fully, but they at least get the momentum back on their side. And now Monk trying to go for a shot here on target. Unfortunately, it's just shy. See here, a nice bump from MBD. Ooh, open net, and it is right in. Program with a smart demo, giving Shmi an open net to work with. They are running away with this game. 3-8 with a minute and a half to go. I don't think there's going to be much hope left here after this game number 2. Team Oreo need to have the mindset of legends right now. Because if this were me, knowing you were so close to winning the series, knowing you had an opportunity to close this series out in the first best of 7, and now seeing it slip away from you is really starting to affect them, it seems. I'm trying to do some flipper sets, trying to get around program. Can't really do that. As now Monk going for a flipper set in his own game, on his own net. It's looking like Monk wants to have a go next, as he knows this game is over. 3-9 But I'm not going to lie to you. Even if you were down, even if you had the opportunity, even if you knew that this game was over, you can't be giving up on yourself. Never. Not till the end. As MBD too good. Trying to get the pinch off of Monk. Monk trying to go for it. Trying to put some hope back into this team. MBD too good with a whiff. Monk trying to take control. Getting the pop-off. Can't really do much. Program. Trying to take control. Trying to get the flip reset. Oh my goodness. Oh. Whoo. Whoo. Program. Program. We need to understand something here, brother. You're up 7 points, all right? Like, there's no need to do these insane plays. An insane fake out from MBD Too Good to a flip reset over Monk is absolutely diabolical to do. That is simply adding insult to injury. Schmeek getting absolutely dusted though by Monk. MBD Too Good trying to take the shot. Unfortunately, Program is ready for the play. Monk getting a redirect though. Looking like he just wants to go next. Can he get one more for the road? Getting a flip reset around 1. Can't get around 2. And that will do it, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 2 is in favor of Team ADS yet again. 2-0 in this series. This has become scary now for Team Oreo. We need to see them start pulling some strings. Listen, I don't care how down in the trenches you are, how much you think you need to fight Team Oreo. Do not let these 2 games get to your head. As MBD Too Good leaves, probably hoping for maybe a car change or something. They need to change up something, whether it be their car presets, their strategy, or their mentality. It needs to change. Something needs to give. But overall, a great performance here from Team Ape Together Strong. The chemistry is looking good. And unfortunately, MBD Too Good has been a bit quiet during these last few games. And Monk seemingly trying to keep the team together right now. But like I said, it's not over just yet. If you're Team ADS, you do not start letting go of the gas pedal. You want to make sure you go full throttle all the way till the end. You need to remember, Team ADS, they 4-0'd you to put you in the loser's bracket. You had to face Team Oblivion to make it to this point. You cannot let go of that pedal just yet, no matter how good it looks. With game number 3 on the show, or on the road, better said, not the show, we're going to see, can this game will be a big factor of whether or not Team Oreo is going to have a comeback in the series or not. And yet again, I believe this is 4 or 5 games in a row now. Team ADS have taken an early lead, 1-0. Those kickoff goals are proving deadly. And Monk, oh no. Is this a rage quit from Team Oreo, or better said, from Monk? This might be it, ladies and gentlemen. And looks like Monk has called it here. He is calling the forfeit. Now, again, if I were them, remember, they still haven't won this game. There is still hope. You cannot be giving up just yet. That is not the mentality you want, ladies and gentlemen. You fight. 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 Monk trying to get the double. Does manage to do it. There we go. Take it one game at a time. A nice little pass from MBD Too Good to Monk. Getting a good double onto target. Schmee, unfortunately, not enough boost to cover all his angles. Okay, trying to get a redirect. Gets it in. Beautiful shot on target. That was some pinpoint precision that was personified. Beautifully done. And it's looking like the teams are talking whether or not they should call the game now or not. I do not mind either or for the simple fact that I get to save my voice. But then again, I like commentating, so I do not mind. Program. Can he get it? Oh my goodness, off the ceiling into the net. Not Zevjoy. No, we gotta keep it clean. Keep the series clean. 2v2. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Monk is out. Team Oreo has forfeited. And Team Apes Together Strong win JWRLDS Season 3. They are your grand champions. What a series. Unfortunately, Team Oreo did not have the mentality to keep going. And it's looking like they won an interview. We can get them in here. And we can get this interview going. Because it's looking like they do not want... Team Oreo have called it. Officially, they are done. What a series overall, though. I mean, you got to give it to them, right? Team ADS started off very slow, but they played out of their minds after that. The first half, I don't think they lost the game. No, yeah, they did not lose a game after losing. Yo, Schmeet. What is up, you guys? How are we feeling? GG's.
We made AJ crash out.
You did make him crash out. Monk has crashed out and he has rage quitted. I just gotta ask, how are you feeling right now?
Awesome, great. I'll let Program come in here and do most of the talking. He wanted to finish it out with our sub. I get Zev and Too Good.
Yes.
But no, we do good. We had a game plan on AJ and it worked.
Yo,
Program. What is up? How are you feeling, man?
good. Really happy that I can retire with that win.
Oh man,
Until further notice.
Until further notice. Hey, listen. I think it's safe to say here, one insanely good player does not outbeat two consistently great players. Because let's be real here. Monk is a great player. Unfortunately, it looks like MBD Too Good was the weak point. But you can't discredit him either. He did a great job. But can I just say though, first of all, the amount of peak plays that you guys do, you guys truly proved the chemistry that you guys have and why you guys have the best chemistry, I think, in the league, personally. The amount of passing plays.
We played well. You know, we had one really bad week against AJ, and we knew we were gonna win the whole time. Never second guessed it ever.
Okay.
I mean, I was talking to Matt. Like, we had one bad match. Matt played horrible. I missed a bunch of shots. I wasn't scoring. It would never happen again.
So, do you think there was any specific like moments then, or like a play that you believe that was like crucial to like the momentum really going on your side? Was there like a moment like this is it?
Honestly, when I realized AJ wasn't challenging me in the air, I just started flip resetting. I probably got 4 or 5 of them for free.
And honestly, I saw that. Like they were giving you quite a bit of time in the air. Like at
Too
first,
much.
it was not really much, but then yeah, they started to slow down on that. And I'm like, gotta be program. You know,
Yeah.
I said it before. You always do crazy stuff in the air. You can't give you time in the air.
Yeah. I also just kind of lock in when it's playoff time, and like I had a bad showing last time, so I got to step up this time, you know. So I always have to like give it a little more for playoffs.
And I think it's safe to say you guys got your redemption arc too, because you guys did get whooped 4-0
Yeah.
in the
Yeah, we
winners
got
bracket.
4-0.
So
8-1.
8-1. So I'm pretty sure you're very much happy with that outcome.
Yeah. No,
Sure.
it was awesome. I just want to say Matt's literally the best teammate ever. Like
Yeah.
I can't
may
even.
suck, but it's all right.
Go ahead.
I feed. I'm a feeder.
Hey,
I can't even
listen-
admit how good he is at what he does. He's just
No.
hits me in the right spot. Just does everything.
And I will say, if you guys plan to watch back the stream, you guys will hear it time and time, especially after game like 4 or 5, where you guys started to really get that chemistry going. I'm like, yo, Schmidt right now, though he's not scoring most of the goals, he is setting up program perfectly for program to
Yeah.
score the goals.
He challenged AJ perfectly tonight too, which like that's number one. You know,
Keep the pressure on him.
like yeah. I mean, literally the whole plan was just to eliminate AJ from the game, make Too Good beat us, and then Too Good. Okay, also, I do have to say this: Too Good played 40 times as good last time we played him. So, I mean, I don't know if he's out of practice or someone was playing for him last time, but he was atrocious tonight, to say the least. To be honest with you.
Yeah. It was rough, but listen, that's how it works sometimes. You have good days, you have bad days. Unfortunately, when he needed it most, he just had an off day and can't do much about that. But
Bro.
I just want to ask one quick question for both of you guys. What was your preparation like leading up to the series? Like, did you guys practice a lot together to get that chemistry in sync?
We were playing like Apex Legends like 20 minutes before the game, but yeah.
Okay, so I mean,
We've been playing.
Keeping the comms going, keeping the comms
Yeah.
up, I guess.
Oh
my goodness.
Me and Matt have a bunch of fun together, so that's really what it's all about, you know.
Amen to that, man. And one final question. I mean, you already answered the program, but I also want to hear from Schmidt. What are your plans moving forward? And how did this game influence you guys?
We're both taking early retirement. We'll probably come back at some point, but
Just
guys
like just need to
need a
take a
break.
little break. We're both burnt out.
I could imagine after such an intense. How long was this season? It was like what, 12 weeks?
with playoffs like
12
16.
weeks. Yeah, playoffs.
Wow.
16.
16,
That's
17.
yeah. So I could understand why you guys would be burnt out.
It's
But
also
hey.
back-to-back wins for us, by the way. Me and Matt, when we come back, we'll be looking for a 3-peat. So
Yo,
Yeah, we just-
a 3-peat?
We won
Yeah.
2 threes last season and 2.
Oh yeah, true. Hey, listen, if you guys come back and you guys get the 3-peat, Hall of Fame. That's all I'm saying. We gotta get.
Matt's already Hall of Fame. He's 3 wins. I don't care what you say.
Yeah, that's my third chip.
Oh, that's your third chip. Hey, listen. So
Third chip.
program, we just missing you then, brother. Hall of
Yeah, I
Fame.
know. I mean, I've also been MVP 5 seasons in a row now, so
This is true. You have put on quite a show for us throughout the seasons.
I'm
But
so
you
ready
guys-
to be done though, to be honest.
Hey man, you guys put on a show for us tonight. You guys popped off, and honestly, I don't think a better way to end the season.
Yeah,
You
me
guys
neither.
killed it.
It was good stuff, Matt. Good
Hey.
stuff.
Good stuff. Hey, program, and you did call it in the last interview. It's like, I'll see you in the next one, and here we are. So
Yes, sir.
with that, I'll leave you guys to it. I know you guys are probably tired. Long series, but you guys got through it. So thank you guys so much for joining us in the
GGs.
interview, and GG's, you guys. Congrats. Program Schmidt, you guys are awesome, man.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Peace out.
All right, have a good one.